Since in YouTube years, I'm a dinosaur, the last time we made a video about pillows was 9 years ago. So a lot has changed in the world, on YouTube, in my home.
Your pillow doubles in weight over a span of time, just because it's absorbing so much from us.
Now on our community tab, we did a poll last week asking how many people have cleaned their pillows in the past however long, and 52% of you said you didn't even know you had to clean your pillow. So in this video, I'm gonna teach you everything you need to know about how to clean your pillow and some tips for how to keep it clean and lasting you for a good long time. It doesn't take a global pandemic for your pillow to gain weight like the rest of us. Your pillow just naturally gains weight because each and every night it's absorbing, you see how excited I got there? Dust, dead skin cells, pet dander, body oils, sweat, and essentially anything else that's floating around in your room in some way, shape, or form will eventually land on the pillow and get absorbed in. Your pillow is like a sponge on your bed. When we talk about sleep hygiene, especially for me, I've really been struggling with sleep lately. Every little thing has to be just so in order for me to get a good night's sleep. And any health practitioner that you talk to, chiropractor, osteopath, anyone who works on the bod is going to be able to tell you how important it is to have a good quality pillow so that you can get a good night's sleep. And part of that is taking good care of it and making sure it's clean, and also knowing when it's a little too ripe for use. I remember when I was growing up, I had a pillow that just got progressively more flat. And it felt good, I guess, but I didn't really know the beauty of having a loftier pillow. A couple things you want to look out for that will tell you when your pillow is kind of past the point of no return. Depending on the type of material you have in your pillow, if it's sort of clumpy and the clumps cannot be broken up, that might be a good indicator for you. If it's discolored or stained and then maybe you can get rid of it as well. The best way though you can test a pillow to see if it's still worth its salt is by doing the fold in half test. I wish there was a more progressive name for it, like the Neushenstocker test, but there's not. You just fold it in half, and if it springs back, it's good to go. And then look at this disgusting, this is not mine, okay? This belongs to someone else. But if you see this pillow here, it struggles to flip back. That tells us that this pillow is kind of past the point of no return. And that's really how you know. You kind of do the look test, the smell test, the feel test, but the folding in half test is the one that's going to tell you if your pillow is worth keeping or not. And the life cycle of an average pillow, I'm going to move my foot off the bed because I know lots of you freaked out about that last time I did that. Average lifespan of a pillow is about 2 years. As with anything you are ever going to wash in your life, it is always important to understand the material and the wash instructions or the care label, which you should have. You know, you get like those long CVS style receipt-like tags on your pillow, generally right beside those. It'll tell you how to wash and care for your pillow. Now there are generally 4 or 5 different types of fillers that you'll see in pillows: feather pillows, gel pillows, memory foam pillows, and silk pillows. There's also synthetics, which is I think what this is. What you need to know first and foremost is the material, and sometimes you're not even going to be allowed to machine wash your pillow, which is why it's so important to check first. If you have a memory foam or a gel pillow or a silk pillow, you cannot machine wash them. You will have to follow separate instructions. For a feather pillow or for a synthetic pillow like this, let's get into the general washing instructions. So if you have a nasty looking pillow like this with yellow stains, first thing you can do is treat them with a stain remover. And you can use something that's gentle but really effective. And basically what this is, it's body oils and sweat. That's what those coffee looking stains are. I just want to make a quick note here. Even if you have a pillowcase, over time, just from your cheek, your hair being on the pillow, you're gonna see this. I mean, I can feel it, and you can really tell that it's kind of soiled. So I think a stain remover treatment on something that looks like this would be ideal. Just give it a spritz and then put it in the washing machine. Now, if you have a top load washing machine with an agitator, which is that central bar that kind of turns everything around, you will need to wash your pillows in pairs. That way, you're not putting an uneven load on one side of your machine or another. If you have a front load or top load machine with no agitator, pop in as little or as many as you can safely fit in. You'll want to use gentle detergent, ideally scent-free. I prefer scent-free for something like this because you're going to be sleeping on the pillow and you don't want that scent to kind of overwhelm you as you're trying to go to bed. Next, you can use warm water when you're doing this. This is, again, general instructions. I'll just remind you to check your care label and just make sure warm water is safe. You're going to run it through on a regular cycle, and then you're going to throw in an extra spin cycle. It will just help to spin out any extra moisture, which is going to make dryer time a lot shorter, and that's where things can get really tricky with pillows. Now, once it comes out of the washing machine, all good, you're gonna move them over to the dryer. Put every single dryer ball you have on your property in the dryer. It's gonna be really important to get these dry and even and to get the lumps out. If you don't have dryer balls, you can take tennis balls and stick them in sports socks and just tie them. Now, you don't want a wet pillow. That is where mold can start to grow. So it's crucial that your pillow is entirely dry. So when you take your pillow out of the machine the first time, I'm not gonna demo on that one. What you'll do is you'll hold it up to your face and you're gonna breathe in, okay? And if you breathe in and you sense moisture in your mouth and in your trachea, then you know you have to put it back in the machine. But if you breathe it in and it feels nice and crisp and clear, great, your pillow is done, it's dry, you're good to go. If you notice that your pillow is a little bit smelly, you can add half a cup of baking soda to your washing machine while it is running through, and that will just help break down any additional odors. Another thing to think about, you know, when you watch like a home TV show and they're like fluffing pillows, that is not just for aesthetic purposes. When you have a pillow and you sleep on it all night, you kind of create a groove, and if you fluff up your pillow, you're actually redistributing the loft, meaning your pillow will feel good and last longer. I also want you to keep in mind, and I used to do this so much when I was younger, but I know how much of a no-no it is now. Don't go to bed with a wet head. I know sometimes it's a cool kind of hairstyle-y hack that you can do where you sleep with like wet braids, but what you're actually doing is you're putting moisture into your pillow, which creates mold, and that's where you get some of that staining from that I was showing you earlier. And in our last video, we got a lovely comment, obviously something that would never cross my mind living in this freezing Canadian climate as I look out my window at a snowstorm right now. It was from a viewer in the Caribbean who said that when she is taking care of her pillows, she likes to use two clips and hang them off a balcony and let the sun just stream in, and that helps, as we know, to deodorize and also lighten any fabric. So hey, if you have some sunshine, go for it. Using a pillow protector is crucial. I say this to you as I show you my dirty shams here. These are not actually the pillows we sleep on. So we actually don't have pillow protectors on these ones. The ones we sleep on, we do. But those are important because they protect the pillow itself from all of that stuff I was telling you about at the beginning of the video. So when you go to launder your pillowcase, you can actually remove your pillow protector and wash that as well, and that will not only act as a moisture barrier, but as a dust barrier and a barrier from pretty much any other thing you don't want getting into your pillow. Memory foam in and of itself is a very dense cellular structure. If you look at a cross section of it, it looks like a piece of sponge cake or sponge. Either way, it's got a lot of tiny little holes that once moisture gets in, it really can never get out. So please never wet your pillow. If it's a memory foam pillow, use a stain remover on it. And here's what to do, okay? You get your memory foam pillow, and then at the exact same time you get a pillow protector, you'll never have a problem. But if you have one and you don't have a pillow protector, go get one now, and don't use any moisture on the pillow. So my hope is, my true genuine hope is that the 52% of you who answered our community poll are now fully equipped with any and all information one would ever require on how to clean and care for their pillows. And by the way, you should check out our community tab because we're always running polls there, sharing funny gifs and pictures that we don't kind of put anywhere else. So go check out that community tab if you haven't done so already. The other kind of cool piece of Clean My Space news that I feel I have not shared, but it's big, is that we have a whole channel in Spanish. So right over here is our latest video from the Clean My Space and Español channel. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.